Just before we came on air, I spoke to Andreas Krieg. He's an assistant professor at the Defence Studies Department at King's College in London. I asked him why the UAE would be taking this action right now.
I wouldn't really put too much importance to the when, it's more of the why. I think this is part of a much larger strategy that we've seen by the United Arab Emirates to consolidate power in southern Yemen in general. The way they've engaged with or even constructed and built the STC, the Transitionary Council in the south of Yemen, has been something that over the last 3 years, or more effectively over the last 2 years, has been a key ingredient of the UAE strategy to control the south of Yemen and cut the south of Yemen effectively off from the north of the country, and thereby playing not just tribal linkages, but also different geographical linkages against each other. And what they've done here is basically occupy a country, a part of the country. So they've done that in Aden, and they now do that in Socotra, which is very far out in the Indian Ocean, to effectively control the Bab al-Mandab region and the Indian Ocean, which is part of the grand strategy of the United Arab Emirates. The UAE see themselves, or want to see themselves in the future, to be the link between the East and the West. So it's very important to control here the trade links between the East Asia and Europe, which mostly go through a Suez Canal and the Bab al-Mandab Strait between Yemen and generally the Horn of Africa. So if you want to control these straits, you have to control the Indian Ocean. So it's not just enough to have military facilities on shore, which they have done because they've invested massively into Aden. The UAE have built a similar outposts in Somalia and along the Red Sea coast going up to the Suez Canal. So what they have done here is they have found an island which is very remote from both Yemen and Somalia. It's very far off the coast, but it's very strategically located, and it kind of acts as a quasi-aircraft carrier for the UAE in the middle of the Indian Ocean, where they can control traffic. And obviously, if you control the traffic, you can also give favorable access to these sea lanes to companies that are related to the UAE. So it's a military and geopolitical strategy, which is very much linked to the economic strategy of the United Arab Emirates.